After weeks of wondering what went wrong, Jessica gets a phone call from Allison Mack that changes everything.
She just starts the phone call with, "You've been so amazing. Everybody loves you. You fit right into the community. And I just wanted to give you this special assignment that me and India both have done. It's an honor and a privilege, and no one ever really gets this opportunity." She says that the special assignment is to seduce Keith and have him take a naked picture of me to prove that I did it.
Welcome back. That was a clip from my new true crime series, How I Escaped My Cult. We're with our guest, Jessica Joan. Jessica, you know, it's a remarkable. How long were you? You were about a year into this?
Actually, several months.
Several months.
Yeah, it just accelerated quickly.
When did you realize, like, this is not what I thought it was?
So I originally moved to Albany to start a humanitarian t-shirt company with Keith. Yeah. So that was my intention going into it. And I picked up on different predatorial cues since I've dealt with these things, but it wasn't official until I got that special assignment.
And when she said that to you, here's your special assignment.
Yeah.
I want you to seduce him. What did you think?
I mean, for me, it was the biggest shot to my ego. It was a huge ego death.
Why?
Because my whole identity prior to moving to Albany, my LA persona, model, actress, all these things, and now that the most cliche, worst nightmare is I accidentally joined a cult and the leader wants to sleep with me, and now also being betrayed by these women that I trusted.
Right.
And
you're like, how could I fall for, not me?
Yeah, you know, so the ego took a blow, but also it was just a deeper feeling of betrayal where not only does she know intimately the things that I had gone through, I was sat on her couch crying and she held me in my deepest pain. Yeah. And then she wanted to try and re-traumatize me. So then my inner like mama bear protecting my inner child, you know.
You told me you were on some ninja stuff.
Yes, I was on some ninja stuff.
I was like, I've never heard. I'm going to use that every day of my life. Some ninja stuff. And so when you got on your ninja, you said, I'm taking these people down. And you started putting the pieces together. You devised an escape plan. We actually have a clip from my series. Let's take a look.
First, in order to join, you have to submit 3 pieces of collateral. That's what you think all you have to do. But then they tell you later you have to keep turning in more collateral on the first of the month, so very much like rent. And because I had that mentee under me, I had access to this Dropbox where the collateral would come in from the other women.
The Dropbox is a gold mine containing material against every member of the vow. If Jessica can somehow copy the files in the Dropbox, she could prove that Keith, Allison, and NXIVM are using blackmail to control their followers.
I should point out the name Allison Mack may sound familiar. She's one of the stars of the show Smallville. When I was recording this, do you know, I was like, I need water. My heart was pounding because it's like a movie. You're in front of the computer. It's a Dropbox. You're looking at the door and it's like buffering. I mean, I'm like, I want all of this. I got goosebumps. And you kept your cool. How?
You know, this is the thing. The NXIVM experience is obviously this very large thing that's
How many at its highest were in this cult?
How many what?
How many members at the highest?
You know, I don't know exactly because it wasn't a sorority where we were all hanging out. Yeah. But there were different, you know, top leaders like Allison, and then they had their own circles of other women that they were controlling.
So it was large enough that you never got to see all of the people who had been ensnared in this.
Right, and then there was also, you know, members all over the world.
Yeah. And they had different, as you pointed out, different subgroups. Over the last few years, Keith Raniere's defense team, they have filed several appeals in hopes of getting his conviction overturned or his sentence vacated. I have my notes here of how many years that he got total.
120.
But 120 years. I love how that number rolls off your tongue. 120. I'm looking for my notes. You're like, that is a number I will never forget. 120 years in prison, multiple crimes, including sex trafficking, forced labor, conspiracy, wire fraud, conspiracy, racketeering. The list goes on and on. But he's trying to get out.
I mean, he's a narcissist and a sociopath, and someone he's in there, and of course to garner any more attention. And why wouldn't he try to? It's not as if he's taking accountability for his actions. So to me, it's not unexpected, and it's really not anything that I concern myself with.
I love that part. You know, I love that part. I love that part. I know you've gone on to do great work. You help and support other survivors. As I said, I was on the fence about doing another true crime story. To be honest with you, I ended my other show because I just got to the point where I didn't want to re-traumatize people. And then when I heard about you and how strong and resilient and how you are a reminder that, but for the grace of God, there go I. This can happen, and people don't realize how there are sinister people out there ready to take advantage of you. But when you can stand up, you can escape. And that's what happened here. Jessica, thank you so much. How I Escaped My Cult airs Thursdays on Freeform. The entire series is now available on Hulu. Coming up, the headline: a person on social media's life or health journey is saved because people commented, "What's that on your neck?" That was the headline. We get into the story of what happened to this woman after the break. Thank you. Thank you.
And later, he was swallowed whole by a whale and lived to tell about it. The phenomenon behind this incredible story.